Is this Lynette on here with Fiducia, ASSENSUS?
Essentia and Fiducia, yeah.
I knew I liked Lynette. I was hoping the conversation would go
That's
there.
my wife, by the way.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
We're one.
So yeah, not enough to. She says not enough to intellectually believe or have faith. Even Satan believes, and it's the Latin, the fiducia versus the essentia, and classical. It's in Reformed theology, but I want to say that it goes back to before like the Reformation. And don't quote me on this 100%, but I wouldn't be surprised if you find discussions on it in like Aquinas or something like that, because he was a sharp dude too. But it's this idea of what are the elements of saving faith. And this is a problem in evangelicalism, and this goes back to kind of where we started, is that easy believism, that empty simply just make a decision. Well, even the demons believe in God. They know he exists. There's an element of faith that involves knowledge, right? You have to know that Jesus died on the cross, that he's the Son of God. You have to know who you're putting your trust in. There's an element, then we take it one step farther. In the Latin, it's essentia, or assensus. It's this idea of assenting to that knowledge. So the first thing is you hear that Jesus is the Son of God. You have to know that. You assent to it. Yeah, that's right. That's true. I believe that in that sense. But even again, demons will assent that Jesus is the Son of God. I mean, that you see that in the Gospels. Right. But then there's this element, and the better English word would be of trust. Like I'm trusting this. I'm not just assenting to it. I'm not just saying yes. I'm not just checking off my doctrinal box. It's not because I walked down the aisle or I said the right words that I intellectually know. It's no, I trust in Christ wholly. It's the fiducia, the reliance on him. It's the I'm banking my life on this. I'm leaning wholly into him. Now you can't have that without knowing who he is. Like somebody that says, well, I fully trust Christ and rely on him, but then denies he's the Son of God. I mean, you could find cults out there that's
the Gospel of John.
Right.
That's
Yeah,
what
you have
there.
to. Yeah.
So when they said we're of Abraham, and he said no, you're
yeah,
not.
right. No,
you're of your father.
Right, right. So there they were claiming,
right.
in a sense, to have faith, but they don't have a knowledge of who Jesus is.
Yeah, God was not their father.
Exactly.
And that's what it means to be born again. That's what it means to be regenerate, to be a believer, is that we are now have been adopted, and there's that reliance upon God. That continual faith in God. So that's not just assent, that's a sonship. That's being adopted. So that's different than just knowing information.
Yeah, I agree.
I like what Crystal says. If we can respond, then we can boast. And I think that is so true. And you look
Ouch.
look at Paul. Like, let him who boast in the Lord. If faith is something that I offer,
right.
If it's that good work, or if it's that act of righteousness that makes me right before God, boy, then I can even just a little bit. If I can pat myself on the back, then you don't understand what it is.
That's good. Crystal dropped it right there. It's over.